Bam! We got the chalkboard, Kree Soldier, Supreme Intelligence, Avengers ID card. Gonna be interesting here on Michael's side.
You're an Avenger. You're an Avenger.
It's gonna make everything an Avenger. He does have one of my favorite cards for this format, which is the Stepford Cuckoo's card. I love that ability. It makes it makes Winfielded abilities so much better because you can field Stepford Cuckoos and then return a different character to the prep area to be rolled and fielded again the next turn. Ryan's trying to get that boss battle going. I feel ya. I feel ya. Michael here with his 3 energy. He does get a sidekick, which is unfortunate. I think he would much rather have Rip Hunter's Chalkboard Global with that shield and then buy a 2-cost, maybe a Throne Brick or a Kree Soldier or a Beast or an Avengers ID card. There's tons of great cards over on Michael's side. Classics that we haven't seen for a while, like that Beast. Kim's team, she does have Shazam, Zatanna, Aquaman, Watchtower, Atlantis, Storm, some other cool things. Looks to be like a pseudo Justice League thing going on, which I'm excited about. I love the Justice League affiliation in Golden, especially.
I couldn't roll a fist, so.
I hate wasting energy.
With the Justice campaign box and team packs, it made those affiliations much stronger.
Just line this right off. But I will buy a Storm just because it's a 4-cost and I don't want to waste energy.
4-cost Storm. Can't go wrong.
She's kind of such an early buy though, but oh well. I passed you.
Do.
I think we have the same one. Will you re-roll your character dice? Your
When she attacks,
Yeah. Okay.
Green Devil Mask on feet.
On the feats. Yeah. Storm, Goddess of the Plains. When she attacks, re-roll each of your opponent's characters. Place any die that does not roll on a character face in your opponent's prep area. There it is.
Dice hate me. Alright. Feel this sidekick.
Ryan, the legend. The legend. 2 sidekicks here on Michael's side.
Kree Soldier.
Going to be able to thin his bag slightly here and get the things he wants rolling quicker, especially with this with the Professor X Global, not the mean dumb one, but the once per turn pay a mask, put 2 sidekick dice from your used into your prep.
Professor X Global myself.
Kim going to do the same because
Buy a Aquaman.
that ramp is good.
And I will pass to you.
Purchases an Aquaman. I think this is the discounting one. I have a sneaking suspicion. With all the other Justice League characters on her team, it would make sense to play the one that discounts the others. But it could also be the Strike and Overcrush one.
Like really cool.
You know what I could do is I could get this and put it over here.
Favorite thing.
And then I could get her team list. 3rd from the bottom. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Yuh. It is the rare Aquaman from Justice League. When Aquaman blocks, you may move a different Justice League character from the use pile to your prep area. And he has retaliation. Ooh, a little Justice League retaliation. Joe and Ryan on the ball with the boss battle. I love it. Dan's in there. And my axe. Michael gets his Throne Brick. He doesn't have any targets in the field that's going to help him bounce that thing, though, unfortunately. He will get the one sidekick knocked out and put into prep, if he so chooses. Man, Shocking Grasp on Michael's team, also one of my all-time favorite cards in the game.
That's hilarious.
It's like the opposite of Throne Brick. Deal 1 damage to target character. If it kills that character, then prep Shocking Grasp. I think it doesn't prep itself. Let me see. Let's check. Let's get the card text up here for all of these people out here with the thing with the... Oh, Pickles. It made me delete his. All right, I'll just shock it.
I'm gonna throw a brick at my sidekick.
If that character dies KO'd, you may put this die into your prep. So it's not quite as good as Throne Brick in the fact that it doesn't prep another additional die. It only preps itself. But with a single attune character or something like that, it's pretty good, especially since you could use it for removal. You could use it for a ping. whatever you like. A Mantis for Michael.
I got a question mark. I can't do nothing.
I know. See, it's one of those. Is like, ugh. Nobody brought like stuff. To really.
No, I'm sure they did
No.
like Rez or.
Yeah, Rez was one that had prep in the name.
You could even put your weed in there. Joe, you make me giggle, sir. Ooh, Kim getting rowdy with the dice bag over here, throwing things all over the place. Oh, Eric Lang kicking our arse.
Instead of Raz, I went with blam blam blam.
She does get that Aquaman. She's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Gonna get this Justice League Retaliation off the ground. Again, this is the Aquaman that says when he blocks, you can move a different Justice League from your used to prep.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wow.
Over a Shazam.
Ripping a Shazam. Pays a shield for the Rip Hunter's chalkboard, which says the next die you purchase goes straight to prep.
Of Shazam. We'll see if this works.
Then buys Shazam, the hammer. Shazam's text says, Power of Zeus, potentially. It's the Attune Shazam. When fielded, you may roll 2 unpurchased basic action dice. That's why her basic action dice are so expensive. If they both roll action, place them in your prep area. Otherwise, return them to their cards. So this is going to get out of control here if she can get a Betrayal plus Blam Blam Blam. For all of you that are not up to your Blam 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 knowledge, it's deal X damage to all opposing character dice, where X is the lowest defense value among all active opposing character dice. Wow. If nothing is KO'd by this effect, prep this die. So that can be used as like a turn after turn after turn, what am I saying? A tune trigger. Or it could be used as a big old field wipe, depending on what Michael has in the field. Looks like he's going to have a Mantis out there. I'm not sure what her stats are. The Mantis from Guardians. She has a 3 defense and a 4 defense for her 1, 2, 3 sides.
Mantis level 2. When fielded, draw a die from your bag and add it to your prep area.
There you go. When fielded, draw a die. These are the cards you take in draft, my people. Guardians draft was a good time.
Over a Kree soldier. And purchase another Throne brick. And pass priority and turn.
Passes priority and turn over to Kim. She might get Shazam here. Might get wild.
Okay.
A tiny bit of counter synergy here with her her storm dice. Because when Storm is fielded, she gets to re-roll all of Michael's field, and then there would be nothing for Blam 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 to kill, which is fine. Kind of upset Worlds didn't get Eric or Mike like Nats did. Love the format idea. Thanks, Matt. We miss you, my dude.
So
How you been?
Global?
Maybe I'm asking too much. Yeah.
Alright, so we'll do that.
The only reason that Eric and Mike go to the bigger shows is because all of their other games are like being demoed and such in other booths. Booths.
Oh no, she has to attack. Sorry. What am I doing?
I don't know how removed or not they are from Dice Masters at this point.
Shazam.
But yes, it would have been fun to have them there.
Okay, so Shazam is when
Shazam!
I roll 2 unpurchased basic actions.
Oh man, please do 2 betrayals. Oh, 2 betrayals.
If they both
2
action,
5-cost actions that potentially she may get for free here. 50-50 twice? Not today. Back to the card.
I will pass priority.
Pass back.
But with Shazam and
attack with Storm and Shazam.
so Storm requires Michael to re-roll his entire field, and Shazam's going to come in for, oh my god, the sidekick's back. What a legend.
Really, out of all that, you're
Running girls to soccer and ballet. I feel that, man. I mean, I don't fully understand, but I appreciate the hustle.
Okay.
But so fun of you to be here anyway.
All right.
Jump in if someone drops. That has happened before. Or somebody else could drop in and be like, hey, do you have an odd number? And we're like, no, but yes. We know a guy. We know a guy. Michael's turn. He's going to try to recover from this constant field wipe that is the Storm. He does roll practically everything he's bought thus far. Kree, Soldier, and Mantis are on energy. One Throne Brick is live. The other one is on dual generic. Yeah, I really wanted to play a format that was Golden Age friendly, but also wasn't so wide open that like some of the busted golden stuff just sort of shines. So this kind of eliminates some of the bustedness in the way that you like every card had a stipulation, right? So the problem with golden events that are only slightly limited is that like 4 of your card slots are limited. Hello.
That weird fruit we saw in the store.
Yeah.
Was just in the movie.
Ay, ay, ay.
He said it's like if an orange made love to a plum.
No, I'm not into that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oranges and plums together. But yes, the format was.
You can just buy yourself
I thought it was a reasonable compromise.
I can do it naturally.
So tons of energy here for Michael. He doesn't unfortunately have a shield since he. Or sorry, he would love to have a shield here to use the Rip Hunter's Chalkboard Global. Ooh, gonna do some other bag manipulation things with the Supreme Intelligence Global, one of my favorite globals in Modern currently. Pay 2 generic, move a die that costs 2 or less from your use to your prep. Super good and super critical on some of those rush fish slap teams at Worlds that we saw. Because if you can't get an Atlantis every turn, those teams kind of stall out. They have a turn 4, 5, 6 that are not sometimes that great. But if you can pretty much ensure with that global that you're going to have Atlantis every turn, then they're dangerous on every single turn. They could explode at any moment. Which is why we saw people like Mr. Ben Said Scott using Shriek to blank that global. Instead of like some would call more important target, he would blank that global because he knew that as long as he could survive like the turn 3 explosion, then it buys you a whole lot of time waiting for those Atlantis to come back through the bag. Storm is back here again for Kim, as well as a sidekick. She still does have that Shazam. In my opinion, she's going to be wanting to field that as many times as possible as to potentially get those 2 free 5-cost actions. That would be awesome. I want to see it, folks. Oh, that's not what I meant. Oh, that's not what I meant to do either. I apologize. Can you feel it?
Oh, I gotta pay for Storm. I forgot.
Gotta pay to field Storm, of course. Again, shields are good with the globals that are out there. She could use the Atlantis global on Michael's turn if she wanted to. She could use the Chalkboard global and just get something straight to prep.
For the sidekick.
So I think in terms of having the ability to do both, I think chalkboarding a purchase is probably just super strong. Just real strong.
Let's buy a Zatanna.
Zatanna. You don't say.
Pass priority.
Zatanna, also a Justice League character, so will trigger the Aquaman
Storm.
retaliation craziness. Storm and Shazam, again, requiring Michael to re-roll his field. Let's see if he gets a blocker back here. Nothing. Gonna take some massive damage here.
That would take 7 to 11, yes.
7 to 11.
Ouch.
Michael down to 11. I think I missed the first score update, but Michael's down to 11 after taking a giant Shazam to the eyeball there. Let's see how he recovers here. Again, the good news about this Storm is that your stuff goes to KO. It does not go to used pile a la the Green Devil Mask. She re-rolls all your stuff, and stuff that misses character faces goes to prep. So it's really just the stuff that attacks on that turn that's really dangerous. We finally see Kree Soldier rolling character face. I think this is the one that says your 3 cost and less can field for free, which is Michael's whole team. Except for Storm. She's worth her fielding cost, though. I think he would gladly pay 1 to re-roll Kim's field and get some juicy punches through, uncontested.
Man, oh man.
Not necessarily the role he was looking to have, just ends up with a zillion energy. Gonna re-roll the majority of it. He gets Avengers ID card on the double burst side. That's pretty cool. Doodle-doo. He doesn't have any Avengers on his team, but he could make something an Avenger.
Feel those 2 guys.
And then give it the +2/+2.
Feel those 2 guys.
Also on the burst, double burst, it does also prep a die, which is pretty cool. And also the qualifier that puts it in this format.
Throw a brick at one of the Kree soldiers. Prep a die.
Throw that brick, dough.
For a Kree. Priority and pass turn.
All right. 3 big.
Over to Kim's side. 3 sidekicks. Let's see if she gets her Shazam or Storm or Aquaman. Here we go. And he finally rolls character face. I know it's been through the bag a few times this game already. Looking at our timer, we are approximately halfway through the game.
Thing here.
That's Storm really being the MVP thus far, clearing Michael's field, letting those characters go through uncontested. Shazam and Storm for a big chunk of Michael's health.
I'll re-roll these. Okay, fine. Exactly what they were.
No change at all in ye old reroll.
Field Aquaman, he's level 3 for 1. Psychic time use area. I guess Atlantis, if I could do 1, I don't have to do the other, correct?
Correct.
Atlantis Global?
What's
Or do I have to do the whole thing? The Atlantis Global.
Oh, I'm not
When you
sure.
pay a Fisk Shield, move a psychic character die from your use pile to your prep area, then it stops. Then field a different psychic character die. Sorry, from your use pile to...
Yeah, you can do half of it.
You could do half of it?
Yep, so I think the prep comes first, right?
Move a psychic from your use pile to your prepper. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I will pass priority and...
Which effectively is the same thing as if
Thanks,
Kim
Ross.
did no problem.
I can never remember.
It's the same thing as if she used the Supreme Intelligence Global to move a sidekick die, which has a purchase cost of 0, to the prep for next turn.
Jeez Louise.
Lots of throne bricks here for Michael. I want to say he rolled one of those sidekicks. Maybe I lied, though. He'd like to get Mantis here. That'd be cool. The bricks are nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey-oh, Mantis and the other throne brick coming along for the ride. The interesting thing here is he is going to have to target Aquaman,
Alright, we're gonna field Mantis.
which I guess makes sense.
Level 1.
Doesn't want to ding up his own characters too much.
I'm going to
Michael slaps in...
those for Supreme Intelligence.
Ooh, fabricate for a Supreme Intelligence die.
The unnatural way.
So So fabricate 2/5.
Oh shoot! Actually, I've got to take that back and play that right.
Got to prep one first from
before I
Mantis.
Did all that. When Mantis comes in, I got to prep a die from my bag.
There we
So I
go.
should reset my bag.
Resetting the bag.
Which kind of doesn't work in my favor on that part.
It's going to be fine, though, because he's going to roll essentially everything next turn with the help of these thrown bricks. Fabricates for a Supreme Intelligence. Doodle-doodle-doo.
What's Aquaman's defense?
A 5.
5. Alright, we'll throw one brick at him, prep a die. Throw another brick at him, prep a die.
I'm not sure which Supreme Intelligence he's
Throw another
playing.
brick at him, prep another die.
So many dice to roll for next turn. Michael's going to roll a mess of dice. A beautiful mess. I mean, those thrown bricks, they don't disrupt your bag if you can keep juggling them. They're just plain old good old fashioned fun.
What's the Atlantis Global saying?
Fish shield, move a psychic die from your use pile to your prep area, and then field a different psychic die from your use pile. But you have nothing in your use pile. Nope. No psychic there.
The question I have is, can you pay the Chalkboard Global and then fabricate? Does that count as purchasing, and then you could put it straight to prep?
Alright, so I'll do the Atlantis Global.
I wonder what the fabricate keyword text says. Dice Masters keywords.
Enter.
Let's see if fabricate says... Ryan says yes! So he could have used a shield there to put it into prep. That's what I was thinking. I think it says...
Here.
Characters of the fabricate will have 2 numbers. If you KO exactly X characters with the total combined purchase cost of Y, you can purchase. So it has the word purchase in it. Purchase the die with fabricate for free. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty sick. Fabricate is a purchase replacement. Now we're talking.
2 to field.
Thank you, sir.
Shazam.
The legend. Shazam is here.
I roll, so I'll roll 2
Oh,
betrayals.
let's see if we get 2 betrayals. That would be
Come on.
epic.
Oh my gosh, it's like 1 in, it's like...
Not today. Shazam, not pulling his weight. It's going to be gross when that storm comes through. But we know that Michael's going to be rolling so many dice next turn.
I want to pass priority.
The more that he can get out there, the more chance he has when they re-roll
5
to come back.
I'll block with a sidekick.
Block with a sidekick. I think that's the move.
Alright. Got 2 in the bag.
2 in the bag. Refills with his 3, I think, that were in the use pile. So he's going to roll all but 1. He does get that Supreme Intelligence die, which is going to be awesome if it hits the field. That thing is pretty rowdy with its 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stat line. Right now it's on single mask, unfortunately. Gonna really be hoping that one comes around to contest that Shazam on the other side. Thrown Brick, a couple Kree soldiers, and Mantis already on their correct sides. One thing we're going to be keeping an eye out for here is he is going to want to save a mask for the Avengers ID card global. So with that global, pay mask, target character die, gains the
Every single one of your dice.
Avengers affiliation.
Oh, 2.
All but 2. Man, I miscounted. Dang it. Supreme Intelligence on double mask. Not what he was looking for. But again, lots of stats here.
There's a lot of dice.
Lots of
Lots of
stats
energy
here
there.
for Michael. Gonna try to hang in there against the storm that I'm sure is coming through next turn for Kim, if she can roll it. Michael trying to hash out here what he's going to do.
Rip over.
Because I think it was, I mean, obviously it was not the turn he was trying to have. Here's the storm, his own storm, which we've seen work on Kim's side. I imagine it would work just as well for Michael.
Yeah, field the Kree, level 3, level 2.
A level 3 and level 2 Kree soldier.
And then
I think he has to pay to field the first one.
3, prep a die.
Prep a die because of Mantis's ability. We are closing in on the time here. We got 5.5 minutes left for these two to try to close it out.
Throw a brick at Shazam, prep a die.
Nice. That'll teach Shazam. Give him the old brick to the eyeball. What to do with the rest here? Could keep a couple of these to use Supreme Intelligence Global.
Just flatten the heck out of my bag. Well.
It's once per turn, so you can do it on his turn and on Kim's turn. Dan O takes a dub. Nice.
Oh, cricket, Mantis and Trigger.
Mantis
Priority and in turn.
is gone.
Okay.
So I think Michael keeping everything in the field that he can, so that if/when Storm comes along to ruin the fun, there she is,
She always rolls.
the fun wrecker herself.
Right, that's good.
He has a good chance of rolling some characters here, trying to keep that Shazam from coming through for big damage.
Yes.
Also, Aquaman's stats on level 3, he's also a 4/5, so that's a pretty large chunk. Oh my gosh, I see a person in the chat, a super long time viewer. Kyle, I see you out there. I see you. I see you. It's so good to have you, by the way. But that Krang, though, hard to draw dice when I get nothing in my bag but sidekicks. Yeah, that's rude.
Field her. Level 3.
Storm is out. When she attacks, Michael will have to re-roll his whole field.
Yeah. I don't
So Kim might just go for the gusto here.
see.
The problem is she has to declare all of her attackers first before she sees what re-rolls.
I will
That's
ask for it.
crazy. Mike won over Dan.
I am going
Hot
to
dog.
tap everything and pray nothing rolls back.
There you go. So this is the push we were talking about. It's the push with everything. Oh, he gets them
my
all back. What a freaking
Okay,
that was
we have
incredible.
2 sidekicks, a 6,
4
5,
blockers here
and
for Michael.
2 Storm and a 4, 5.
He could actually do some
Alright,
ridiculous damage here.
We'll block the sidekick.
Storm is a flying green devil mask. Yeah, but it sends stuff to the prep area, which is much better than sending it to the used pile.
Block the sidekick with
Clear blockers, Silver Surfer level 3.
Aquaman
That sounds
says Kree.
awesome / awful.
Storm through for 2.
Storm goes
3.
through 3.
Down to 8.
Michael down to
Both my
8.
sidekicks are KO'd. He comes back.
Storm is great. I
and
agree.
Aquaman comes back.
Aquaman and Shazam still left in the
Alright.
field. I think I might have
That
just
didn't
let Aquaman go through unblocked there.
Survived it all 4. Wow.
Just because I think this is
Yeah,
the
that was
push that
luck.
Michael's been trying to put together. He's trying to get this Avengers ID card.
Had to try it.
Just get as many stats through in one big schwang as possible.
4.
Rare Batman and Adam Warlock all in one. Wow. Wow.
Let's see what happens.
Here we go. Michael, for the second turn in a row, rolling practically every dice he owns. And all of them are energy, except for Supreme Intelligence. He does get his Supreme Intelligence die down here.
I should have swarmed twice. Oh, well. That's my bad.
Oh, it's the, sorry, it's the Kree Soldier with Swarm. Interesting. I don't remember where those dice came from, if they were already in the prep or if we pulled them from the bag. Regardless, the turn has begun. Gonna re-roll all of this stuff that came up energy. If he gets all of these characters, it's gonna be pretty close. There's Storm. And a couple thrown bricks. And one more Kree soldier. He didn't have the Avengers ID card, which I think he was going to attach to the Kree soldier. Because I think he wanted to buff all of them at once. So if you turn them all into Avengers, and then you give all of your Avengers +2/+2, then it applies that buff to all of them. After paying the Lonely Mask.
2 to field Supreme Intelligence, level 2.
Supreme Intelligence on level 2 is a 5/6 stat line.
2 to field this Kree, level 3.
Kree soldier on level 3.
And all my characters, since I fielded with Supreme Intelligence when he's active, when I field a character die with Kree in its name, my character dice I control get a +1/+1.
Ooh, so, oh, that's the time. Where's the timer? I apologize if that's really loud.
Field Storm.
We are officially on turn 0
Okay.
of 3. Sorry.
So everybody up here gets a +1/+1.
Mask is the best energy ever. I do like Mask. Bolt is my favorite energy type in the way that most of those characters
5
play
on Shazam, 5 on
historically.
Aquaman.
But I do like Mask characters.
Let's throw 3 bricks at Aquaman.
3 bricks at Aquaman. Gonna remove... Oh, not remove him. He has a 4/5 stat line.
2, 3. Pass priority.
I'll do Atlantis. You know, you can prep it, pass back.
And then I'm going to attack with everything.
There we go. The big counter push.
You don't roll anything.
See if Kim gets either one of these
Oh,
back.
look at
She gets both of hers back. An eye for an eye here. Michael re-rolled 4 of his characters. 4 out of 4.
So that's a
2 IPAs in. Oops. I won't tell if you won't tell, Dan.
6, 7, and a 4/3.
Okay.
6, 7, and a 4/3. Interesting.
Alright, so you're 6, 7. I'll block with Shazam.
She's got to let Storm through here, right?
And then. What are
I
your
think,
Krees?
I think she'd almost be better just letting everything through that's not going
They're
to
gonna
kill
be
her.
3/3s. And then the sidekicks.
And then just going with the counter push next turn. See what she decides
Storm
to
is
do.
What'd you say Storm was? 3-2?
A 4/3.
Oh no, she's about 4-3.
4/3.
4-3. Oh, that'll KO her. Maybe I don't want to KO her.
We don't want to
I'll block
KO
one of
her.
your, I don't know if they're the same, but one of your highest Krees with my Aquaman. Which I
Yep.
don't think will KO. What was your Kree?
He's a 3/3.
3/3.
Aquaman. My Shazam will get KO'd because he's 5/5.
Well, I threw 3 bricks at Aquaman.
Oh yeah, that's right. So he's KO'd.
Ooh, gonna force Kim to
And
re-roll
1,
all of these
2,
on her turn if she wants to close it out.
Storm, those 3 on top there.
There you go. 9. 9.
Okay.
Kim down to 11. That was quite the swing there.
Turn 1.
Turn 1 has
Mana
begun.
break.
That rhymes.
Rolling a lot.
So she does have Storm here, and Shazam, and Aquaman. So lots
There
of...
she is.
Oh my gosh. Gets them all. That may be enough. I mean,
Alright, fielding cost. Let's see.
you know, we've seen Michael re-roll characters like a Bouse before.
Field there. East.
She has the life to give. I went to 6. Sometimes you just gotta let the floodgates down, you know. Just,
Just
if you think you're gonna close it out on the next turn.
sorry.
Gets a sidekick as well, so that's
Field
it's
that.
gonna be close to 11.
Field
Oh no, he has 8. I think she definitely has 8 in
one,
stats here.
field.
It's
Oops.
just gonna come down to does Supreme Intelligence roll character or not? How's the prep work going? Jordo, what's up,
I have to
man?
do retaliation on. No, he got KO'd. Never mind.
So pleasant to see
I will
you.
finish
Back in our
this.
virtual home places. But it was also
Try two
very
different
pleasant
dice
to
this
see you in real life
time.
and meet you as a real person. Ow,
Nope.
just bit my
Oh
lip.
my goodness, that's never gonna happen.
What a
Oh, good
dingus.
card. Okay. I'll pass priority.
I'm going to move a Kree soldier over using the Supreme Intelligence Global.
Doop 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 doop. Shh.
Attack with everything again.
A pleasure. Let's see.
Oh, no dice. That's a
No
KO.
dice.
Good
It's
game.
happening.
Good game.
We aren't
Storm,
real.
She's like. the
We're
winner
all
here.
real.
Oh,
Good game, good game. The storm and the counter storm. Although Michael with the 4-character reroll, that was impressive.
Yeah, that was. I was just like, oh, watch all four. Oh, look what happened. I should've just said it.